Hey guys, Luke here. Welcome to Leisure Gamer Extended Play for Batman Arkham Asylum. We're going to take a look at the game well past the 1 hour mark and see how it compares to the original criteria that we gave it. And then also talk about any strategies or techniques that we use to get the most fun out of the game to help you decide if it's fun for you to play, or if you're currently playing it, use those techniques to help you get the most enjoyment out of it. So first off, I'm about 80 to 90% done with the game. I don't know that for sure, but I can kind of just sense that I'm close to the end. So I'm using my detective mode to see what kind of enemies I'm up against. I noticed the one guy that is marked in red on detective mode is going to have a gun, so I want to make sure that I take him out pretty quickly. So I'm going to lay some explosive gel, and you guys probably already know what I'm going to be, or what I'm planning with this, but I'm going to use a batarang, get their attention. They're going to come running around the corner, and bada boom. Oh, a little early on my timing, but oh well. Anyway, I'm going to run over and get this first guy in the red, because they usually have dual weapons, like dual daggers or whatever. Those are kind of just a pain to deal with, so I figured to get them out of the way. Then the rest of these guys just kind of fall pretty easy. The one guy was playing with that fuse box. I didn't know what he was doing. It's kind of confusing me. He keeps going back over to it, so I don't know what it's for. Anyway, I originally gave this game a high rating for difficulty, and a large part of that was because of the combat. You had to get used to how the combat functioned. You can't just button mash. There is some sort of technique you need to use between either using strikes or counter or gadgets, and this especially applies to the stealth mode, which you guys are going to use later on. If you don't play the game right, it's going to be pretty difficult for you. I would say as a whole, Batman Arkham Asylum probably maintains a higher degree of difficulty. I don't know if it'd be consistently high, at least in regards to combat, because once you unlock all the gear or the gadgets and get pretty proficient with the combat, it becomes pretty easy to dispatch a whole room of guys. Actually, I found the more guys there are in a room, sometimes the easier, because you can build up your combat multiplier fairly quickly. But I don't want to say that it's super easy by any means. I mean, it's still, you have to pay attention or you're going to get ganged up on. So here's some more advanced combat. You saw that I swooped in and took a bunch of people out pretty tactically. That's what's so fun about Batman Arkham Asylum, is there's lots of different ways you can dispatch guys with all the gadgets, explosive gels, batarangs, bat claws, whatever. Oop, I got hit there because I was trying to show you guys a bat claw. There we go. I want to try to see if I can knock this one guy into the piston. Let's see if there's any environmental damage, but I don't know if he was hit by that or not. But like I said, it's pretty straightforward. Higher degree of difficulty, but a lot of you is probably going to drop down to a standard. Nothing to worry about, guys, but a lot of fun. This is one of the stealth sections of the game. There's about 7 people that are going to be walking around. Usually I survey the area first. Always try to get to high ground, and if you can, try to get in behind the people, or behind the enemies. So I noticed there's a grate over here. I'm going to open it up, and inside I know that there's an explosive wall that goes out to the exterior, and then also below me, after I do these two right here, there's another explosive wall which I can put gel on, because I know there's people patrolling both sides, which is not only going to take people out because explosive gel combined with debris from the wall kills people, or it's also going to attract attention, which is nice because it's a diversion and I can go around and round people up. So go back out here, and I noticed that these 3 people started to clump together. So I wanted to try a technique that I usually don't get to use very often, which is pulling people off a second-story ledge. So the rest of the 2 people that are all the way at the far end, you can see them running towards me. Those are pretty easy to take out. One huge thing I want to talk about is the Riddler challenges. There's 240 of these spread around the world, and this is a really fun addition to the game that you can do while you're playing or after you've already completed the game. You'll notice that I'm going through all the different stages and it's showing, but here's one of the Riddler trophies you get. That's just one of the challenges you do. Another way, or another challenge you can complete from the Riddler, is interview tapes, which unlock more advanced bio or more detailed bio about characters, which is really cool for the Batman lore. Destroy Joker Chatterbox teeth, I guess you could say. There's about 20 of those per level, and then also scan the environment for Arkham symbols, which give background to Arkham Asylum, which is pretty cool. And lastly, there's always riddles in every level. This particular riddle right here is called a puzzle has many sides, but only some are visible. So I'm trying to swoop down and see if I can get a better angle. I need to align the question mark with the dot, and usually the 2 need to be aligned perfectly to get it. And this isn't how you solve it. I didn't want to give it away, but those are always kind of interesting to try to figure out. At the end of every level, there's always a secrets map. This allows you to have a general idea of where all the riddles are to help you complete them. So as you can see, that floating question mark helps me know that back in a later level I missed that and I can go back and get it. The secret map's always located at the very end of the levels, so it doesn't get, the game doesn't give you the map right away, so you do have to do some thinking and exploration on your own, which is, I think, is really fun. And more often than not, I might not even pick up the secret maps because I want to be stubborn and figure it out on my own, but I wanted to show you guys what that looks like. Another incentive to go around collecting Riddler trophies is you unlock character bios, which not only feature characters from Arkham Asylum but all over the Batman universe, and these offer just a perfect amount of information for a non-Batman enthusiast, and definitely a welcome addition of information for someone who is pretty passionate about Batman. And they feature minor characters like the Mad Hatter, not that he's super minor, I mean he's a pretty big villain, but then big names like Two-Face, which has been made famous from the movie The Dark Knight. Another cool thing are the character trophies, which are unlocked through the Riddler challenges. And this gives you a chance to look at the character modeling and also in-game art direction. And Bane is actually scheduled to be in Christopher Nolan's third movie, The Dark Knight Rises, and he's one of Batman's most arch enemies. He has actually deduced Batman's true identity as Bruce Wayne, and in one of the comic books, he actually broke Batman's back. So he's one of the few villains that have actually bested Batman in that way. Anyway, this challenge mode is really cool. This is a section I want to talk about for leisure gamers. It features two types of things. First, the arena type fighting, then also predator type missions. That's indicated by arena for fist and predator for the 2 eyes you can see down there. Each stage has up to 3 batarangs you can earn, or I'm just going to say stars because it's easier. You have to unlock them through the Riddler trophies I showed you guys earlier. But this is really great for people who are short on time, because the other day I was cooking dinner and I had about 20 minutes to kill. And I just jumped into one of these brawler missions and passed the time, and it was a lot of fun, practiced my fighting techniques. But as you can see, this is just wave after wave of enemy for the brawler missions. Pretty straightforward, just go around, don't get hit to break your combat multiplayer, or you can also, or you're supposed to, string together all your combat or your combos to help you build up your combat multiplayer. Good mix of kicks and punches and counters, jumping over people. This I just did a advanced throw. I built that up to about 5 and then picked them up and threw them. But as you can see, I'm pretty good at it. Not nearly as good as I bet really awesome people out there. So if you're one of those people, post in the comment section below of how you can string together combos a lot more efficiently. A lot of times I struggle with, after I run out of people to hit, I can't reach the next guy, he's too far away, so I always drop my combat multiplayer, which messes up my score. But post in the comment section and help us all the leisure gamers out. The second section of challenge missions are the predators, and this features objective types. So the first one you see, I have to sneak up behind a guy and do a silent takedown. The second one, I need to explode a wall and take someone out. And the last one, I need to knock down a henchman with a batarang, and then I need to go in and take him down. So this is the first predator mission. It's really straightforward, it's pretty easy. This first guy's feel bad for him. It's just no chance. Just right away, Batman takes him out. He's got a collar on him though, so you got to be careful because it's going to attract attention. So I'm going to run over to here to try to get away from it. I know there's a wall here because all the different challenge missions are actually taken from inside the game, and I knew there was a wall here. I'm going to lay some explosive gel, knowing that that's the second objective I have to complete, and hoping that someone's going to patrol over there. I kind of get impatient though because it's taking forever. So I finally jump up to one of the statues up here, and about a minute and a half passes, and they finally start to walk over to the gel, and you guys are gonna know what happens. I mean, this is straight out of a comic book, I guess you could say. The 2 guys come running. They leave the third guy all alone. Stupid mistake. Don't ever leave a guy alone when Batman's in the room. Anyway, this guy's just asking to be taken out. Batarang, swoop in for the ground takedown. Completed the third objective. As you can see on the far left, I achieved the third batarang. I'm just gonna finish these guys off. But it's just a really fun addition to the game, and helps you guys as leisure gamers squeak in about 20 minutes of gameplay if you can't play the story mode. Alright, that's it. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully this video has been informative. If you have any comments or suggestions for us or about Arkham Asylum, feel free to post in the comment section below. But if not, remember to subscribe to Leisure Gamer Network and have fun gaming. Alright, see you guys later.